I think this is a failure. I think this is an episode that doesn't happen. Welcome back to CAIRN. It is the next day, and I've spent a little bit of time exploring this next phase of the mountain. I've learned something new. What I've learned is when you find a map in the world, you can apply it directly to the mountain face and see what people were trying to show you. Remember last episode, we found this map and I was looking at it like, how in the world am I meant to learn anything from this? I was very confused by it. But once you're in the place where the map applies, suddenly there is actually something you can get from it. And so I spent a little bit of time trying to climb this red route right here, and it was very hard. You can see they've got the sort of the difficulty of a climb rated here, and I eventually got up basically to the top of that first red route, but it took me all day. It was raining really hard. I had blasted through all of my consumables, some of which are new that I collected down here, and I was like, you know what? This was a bad idea. I'm not ready for a red route. I need to do something easier. So my goal is still to get to the top of these routes because there's like special collectibles that are kept at the top of these. But now that I've realized where my skill level's at, I need to take routes that are a little bit more manageable. So I'm going to take the green route up the front of that statue instead, and at least get far enough that if I need to take a red route, I'm taking it from from a position of strength rather than a position of weakness. Because basically I spent so long and damaged myself so much climbing that first route that by the time I got halfway up, got to the second phase of the red route, I had nothing left. There was just no way I was going to make it. So instead, this is a place I haven't been before. Oh, and it looks like there's something to discover in here. What's going on in here? Is there something I can pick up? Oh yeah. Hi, Dawn. Tomorrow is the coming of age ceremony for Junka's 3 children. Are there enough amulets up there for them, or do you need to carve some new ones? P.S. Time flies. 3 children who soon won't be children anymore. It feels like only yesterday the village halls echoed with their joyful screams. Thankfully, some good news. Lisa, the chief, is pregnant. The baby is due in the fall. Sandro. All right. So it doesn't look like there's anything else to pick up besides lore. Though one thing I did learn was that when you look at the map, it will also tell you where resources are. We can't quite see it from here, but at the top of this green route, there is a flower that I can pick. And I've already picked up a few things that I got from a similar observation a little bit earlier in the part of the episode that I just decided not to show. Not because I'm embarrassed. I will happily admit that I did a bad job of climbing that wall. The problem is it just took a long time, and it took a lot of me sort of resetting again and again and again. Like, falling to the point where I had to, basically, I had to put a baton in the wall, fall to that baton multiple times, again and again, until I finally got it right. And watching me do the same climb again and again until I finally get it right, it's not the most entertaining television. So we're going to try it again on a wall that I'm more likely to make progress on. One thing I did learn, by the way, during that earlier failed episode, was that I can actually change how I select my limbs. Originally, I had it set here. Let me show you. Under gameplay, I had it set to stick. And what stick means is that you point your stick in the direction of the limb, which means if your limbs are crossed or in a weird configuration, it can be hard to find the limb you intend to find. So I switched it to dial, which means that upper right is always my right arm, lower right is always my right leg, etc. And when it works that way, it is so much easier to get where you need to go. So I'm going to scooch over here. I think this is where I want to be. Okay. I want my foot over there. And can I reach that? Okay. Let's get some stamina back. All right. Get both of our feet in here. So those brief little periodic rainstorms were really, really bad when I was climbing the red route. Okay, so that's a bad handhold for my right foot. Let's get it into a crack. And then let's get that, and then shake it off. Okay, no, I actually want to keep my foot there. Let's get my left hand onto some kind of feature. And this might be a good spot to stick in a baton. Just because I'm not exactly sure how the next phase is going to go. The surface is kind of inverted. So let's get this foot up into here. And then see if I can reach that with that hand. Yes. And can I put this foot on the baton? I don't know if that really is a thing. But... Okay, let's... Oh, no. Well, that's why we put the baton in. All right. Get a little bit higher. Okay. Feet in the crack. I think what I actually want to do is maybe start on the right side? Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Okay, so we will get our feet over to the right. So our right hand can try to go up there, except, okay, foot there. Oh no, this is not working. It's not working at all. Nope.
No, not now!
Okay, what I need is a place to stick my feet. So I've got this. Oh wait, over on the left side. Okay, over on the left side we've got something. Like, this sheer wall, I've just got nowhere to stick my feet to help me climb. The baton doesn't count. So I think what I probably need is to brace myself this way, get a foot onto this, or let's use some chalk, get some extra grip. Okay, hold on. Shake it off. Come on. Alright, let's... Okay, this is not working. Not working at all. What I want is to get a foot over there. Nope, not quite there. Okay. Okay, in my mind, there's a very clear place I want to put that foot. And having the foot brace itself against a wall, when there's a place right there to stick it, is a little bit frustrating. But let's see. Okay, can I get a foot on? I think this is a slight little bump. Okay, that's as high as I can send that. Let's get my foot, again, pretending the baton is a thing I can hold, when I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay, okay. Right hand. Reach up to that. Okay, left foot into the crack. Come on, into the crack, into the crack. Can't get into the crack. Okay, let's get the left hand then up higher. Now the left foot can get into the crack. And why do I keep saying left when it's right? Do I not know my left from my right anymore? Like, what is going on? I found myself during the failed episode. I was doing that all the time too, just saying left when I meant right. It's very strange. I promise I haven't had a problem with that since I was very young. Okay, so if I can get this foot up under me and then hold higher. Okay, yes, yes, yes. And then, now if I want to, I can get their advice. And it does look like, yeah, going left. I was going to go left here, and it looks like that's the right move. So, let's see if I can do that. Then we'll bring the other foot with me. And then we'll catch up with my hand. And we'll go hand over hand. Like that. Oh, hold on. Get feet back where they go. Okay, hold on to something real.
Come on.
Okay, we need to get higher, which means we need to get a leg up under us. And then, can we reach? Can't quite reach. Let's get our foot on something. Okay, left hand up higher. Right hand being useful. Left foot can now get up here. And then, I mean, let's do some silliness. Okay, can't quite do that. Actually, okay, if she can... Should I put another baton in here? I feel like this might be about to go very badly. Mostly because of where my right foot is. My right foot is being stupid. Alright. Oh, no, no. Looks like we've got something going on here. Okay. Okay, oh yeah, we can put that on that. Okay, we just need to go further to the left here. Alright, my right foot is not doing a lot. That didn't quite work. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, why are we moving that left foot? Okay. Nope. Let's... Oh, gosh. That seems like it's not going that well. Let's get that there. And then... Okay, I'm getting thirsty. I think I need to go around to the right side now. Okay, and then grab that. And let's put this foot where that foot was. So this foot can go over here. Let's get these feet together. That seems weird. I think this would be a really bad idea in real life, but I'm betting it works in the game. Oh, we're getting somewhere. When I get my foot, like, near a really solid place, but it's not quite there, I do wish that it would put a little bit more effort into... There we are. Into letting it slide into the good place. Let's see what this is. Oh, what? Oh, will this warm me up if I'm cold? That's kind of neat. Is this, Oh, I'm on a red path now. Okay, so we want to climb up to the left. So we've got this, but what we want to do is... What do we want to do exactly? Let's hold on here. And then swing our left leg up there? This is silliness. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you really climb a mountain. Okay. I do appreciate that, like, when I've got... No, that's not solid ground. When I've got my feet on solid ground, I actually can be a little bit more carefree with where I put my hands. Okay, no, I don't think I want to put left foot anywhere. I want to put right foot on this. And then reach a little higher with that, and then put my left foot in there. Yes. And that's not what I meant to do. Let's grab this hand. There, okay. And where does left foot go? Left foot goes in crack. Yes. And then I think I'm going to hold on to that there. Let's put both feet in crack. And we'll stretch out a little bit, but that is the real handhold right there. And now I've got to get up on that. Okay, well, at least this foothold won't be too bad. It's on a slope. But getting any higher, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. However, maybe this isn't where I need to go higher. Maybe I actually want to go higher to the right. Yeah, this seems weirdly doable, actually. Even though it's inverted. When I say inverted, I mean it's like it's got an inverted slope where, you know, it's like it's a ceiling over my head, basically. And you don't want to climb something that's a ceiling over your head. Whoa. Another thing to light. Okay, we've gotten pretty far. Also, we're dragging our rope in the fire. I'm assuming that's fine. We've lit 2 fires now. Is there a third one up in that face? Very curious now. Also, see blue flowers up on the right? Okay, so further to the right looks like it's the way we want to go. We'll be able to get some flowers there. And it looks like, yeah, it should be doable. We've got some footholds. That's not a foothold. Try again. There you go. Okay, let's get our hands all situated on this side. And then we'll put a foot on this foothold and switch feet. And then, actually, we can probably get a foot up.
Just a smidge.
There. Yeah. And then up there. Okay. Maybe not that foot. Maybe... Okay, if I can make that work. Yeah. Okay. We're so close to getting up onto this surface. So yeah, I spent originally like 48 minutes getting this high. This time, it took me 18 minutes. Part of that is this was an intrinsically easier climb.
Finally.
But part of it is also, I think I learned a lot from that first climb and I just got better at it at the same time. Okay, so I've got those. Let's... Climbot, you go down there and grab me my batons. This seems like a less challenging climb. So I'm gonna get started without you. No. Put your foot there. Thank you. Let's get a foot up into something. Okay, that's not the foot I want to move. I actually want to move that foot. And then, with this arm, I can reach higher. Oh, but not quite high enough. Okay. Let's get a foot in there, and... Alright, alright. Nope, nope. Keep that foot there. Hey there, Climbot. Oh, it looks like I am very thirsty. Okay, oh. Okay. Not sure where to put this foot. Maybe I put it where the other one is, and flatten that foot against that hand against the wall. Can I actually do this? Oh, look at that. Okay, that felt really good, actually. Making that work as well as it did. Alright. We're definitely going to need to have a drink when we get to the top of this. But we're almost there. Alright, let's see. Can I? No. Okay.
Got them.
Okay. We're on top of the head. But I actually kind of want to be in the face. But let's eat and drink some stuff. So we're gonna have some cooked plantain, which will warm us up a little bit. We'll drink some raspberry juice. Let's drink all the raspberry juice. And maybe, well, let's not worry about coffee yet. Can I rappel down from this? Yeah.
I'll take a breather. Okay, climb up. If you go, I'll go.
Wait a minute. I almost just walked right off this cliff. Okay. So I need to climb along this wall if I want to get where I'm going. Okay. Well, this looks like it's going to be a deadly fall as soon as I get a little ways in. So I think I'm probably going to put a baton in, like, basically immediately.
Not here.
Oh, I can't? Oh, no. So was that intentional for, like, difficulty? Or are they, like... Is there some technical reason why trying to do batons in here was going to not work? Because, man, if I mess this up and we lose all of that progress... that's going to feel pretty bad. So, but I guess let's not mess this up. Okay. This isn't too crazy. Right?
Good thing the kids around here were born on the rock face.
Right? Okay. I don't know how to cross this. This looks impossible. I'm very nervous. Okay. Using some... Okay, I'm just hoping that this rock is, like, frictiony enough that I can make it. Nope. So where was my last save point? Sometimes they have autosaves. But not in that location. We are back to the beginning of the episode. Wow. So that is a climb that you have to do with no backup after you climb the statue. You've got nowhere to bivouac. And then there's like, you can't use batons. And there's just a sheer cliff. Now, I was just kind of putting my trust in the idea that they wouldn't send me across a sheer thing that I couldn't cling to. And so I was putting some faith in the idea that maybe that had a slope or it had a frictiony surface that I could actually climb on without needing handholds. That was my guess, because I was like, what else could this possibly be? How could they ask me to come in here? But no. Okay, but it could be that there were other features of that wall that I wasn't noticing. Maybe if I climbed higher on the wall, but it seemed like it was arcing over me. So maybe if I climbed higher on the wall, there were more handholds that I could have used. I'm really not sure. But that was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. Well, I'm going to try to get back up there and see what happens. Okay, I made it back up to the top again, and I am not going to promise that I'm going to try to make that cave climb the second time. But I at least want to look at it again to see if there's something obvious that I was doing wrong.
Okay, Climbot. If you go, I'll go.
So, yeah, it looks like there really is just a solid slope. Like maybe it looks like there might have been a part of the rock that fell away or something. Like it used to be rougher, and then a chunk fell down, and it just became impassable. I'm really not convinced it's possible to climb this. Though I wonder, maybe it's more possible along the left face. I don't know. It seems like wherever I go, there's a problem. Dare I try this again? I think I dare. But this time, I'm going to be willing to turn back. If it looks like I'm reaching a place that I can't traverse. I should point out that the second time I climbed that same route, it went way faster than before. Like, I didn't even put in any batons. I just kind of knew what I was doing and scrambled up the face. I mean, I'm speeding it up here so that you can, so you don't have to sit through the entire thing. But, like, it's interesting how getting to know how this works and really getting sort of a feel for, what's successful and what's not can set you up to just be better and more confident at this. And you can, it's not just, I don't think it's just familiarity with that particular route, though I think that was part of it. But also, I think I'm just getting more and more familiar with how the game functions, and I can do, I can do things like this more quickly. So, let's see. So we've got these cracks to hold on to. Okay, I think I need to put my feet lower. That seems wrong. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I need to put my right foot not on something that unsteady. I'm going to get my right hand holding onto something, my left hand. Okay, all of this is messing with me. Okay, this is not working. I need to, oh no. Oh. I pushed off and landed on the platform. Holy cow. Wow. I didn't die. I probably should have, but I didn't die. Well, you know what? I'm not risking that again. So I have an errand to run. So I don't think I can go any further right now. I have to go. But I am fascinated by what they expect me to do here. Okay. The reason I came up this is because there's a collectible at the top of this. It looks like whatever is beyond this doorway, I don't think I'm capable of getting it. I'm not sure if it's additional skill on my part or if there's some kind of, I don't know, unlockable tool that will let me put batons into that. Well, probably not. This doesn't seem like the kind of game that gates things off that way. But maybe I can take this red route up further and get onto that golden area where the doll piece is hidden. So yeah, I think that's going to be what I do next. But right now, I have to go. Okay, I am back, and I'm realizing that maybe I should have run this series the way I ran my Possessors series, which is maybe I should have played this first by myself and then made a video out of it after I more knew what I was doing. Because now I'm pretty intimidated by this red line that I'm about to follow. I have no idea how this is going to go. There's a chance that I'm going to have to cut in here and start over because my first attempt at it was so awful. Alright, but now can I get down this direction? I guess I could rappel down, but I think I'm on an overhang, so I think that would go badly. Let's see if I can do it from here. I think the main problem is I need to get my hand. Oh, why are my feet having so much problem right now? Okay, no, this is going badly. This is going badly. Let's get back up here. Hold on. Okay, dude, chill out. Can I what can I do to convince her that she is on solid ground? There we go. Okay, I just realized I'm very thirsty and hungry. I should probably do something about that. So, we'll have some of this. We'll have some raspberry juice. And we will get out some chalk. Okay, that puts me in slightly better circumstances. This feels doable. Feels like I should be able to do it. So I'm going to put a hand down here. Put my other hand down here as well. And then reach a foot out. Yeah, so I think that the problem the first time was that I just started going, and I think that my character became convinced that she was on a weird precarious cliff when actually she was just in a kinda normal place. Okay, so let's get this foot here and then the other foot immediately here. I think when you put one of your limbs on a small handhold, you automatically remove the other limb that's occupying the same space, if there's another limb occupying the same space. Alright. So this seems like we're in a pretty good place. Like, we could probably rappel down from here. So rather than climbing all the way down, let's do easy mode.
Cool.
Alright. Off belay. And recall. Okay, so now we're trying to go up that seam in the rock. Theoretically, doesn't look too bad. In practice, we will certainly see. All right, hands up, feet up. Let's reach out there, and then get a foot up here. And then reach. And that frees this foot to come up there. And then can I reach even further with that foot there? Not really. Okay, I need both feet under me. Oh, and that hand was still holding on. Yeah, so there's a limit to how many limbs I think she will automatically let go with when you're stretching. And so if you've got a limb basically anchoring you somewhere, she will keep that limb in place. Oh gosh, okay. Let's get over here. All right, you got it? You got it? Man, hearing her voice start to lose it when something's going wrong is panic-inducing. Like, that is an effective piece of audio. Okay, that doesn't work. Can I get it? I can't get it all the way over to the right, can I? All right, let's get this hand up here, and then this foot there, and then the right foot there, I guess. And then my right hand should no longer be crossing over because that was insane in the first place. Get a foot up there, and then a left hand up here. Can I do that? Okay, no, right foot not in a good place. Right foot goes there. Right hand goes here. Okay. Left foot, can you get up in this crack? Kinda? Yeah, let's get this guy there. And so this guy can reach there. And then... Okay, she doesn't seem happy. Let's get my hand bracing up there. And then I can reach up with this one pretty far. And then, yeah, get this one there. And I don't know what the next phase of this quite looks like, so I'm going to Catan. The robot's still over there. All right. So, left foot, crack. Right hand, a little higher. Left hand needs to be able to get higher than that. Let's get my foot. Okay. Foot can't get quite high enough. Let's put it there, but then let's get the lower foot up here, and then reach higher like that, and then like that. Nope. Okay, I think the problem was my right foot was just in a really bad spot. So, and I didn't get it out of that bad spot fast enough. So let's try again. We'll climb. All right. Left foot. Let's get it here. Left hand. Hold on to that. Right hand. Reach higher. Huh, is being over here good? There's a slight little thing here that I could put a foot on, maybe. Could I reach up there with my left hand? Yeah, it looks like I can. And then, okay, this was what I needed to do before. Okay, got it. Well, so glad I didn't die trying the other bad way that I did it. Okay, let's get both feet up in this crack now. No, I don't know why my foot's there. Okay. You relaxing? You got it? Okay, there's a little tiny crack way up above me. If I can get one foot up a little bit higher, and I can reach with this hand. Oh, no, not quite. Okay. Okay, shake it out. This is a stupid way to be standing on a mountain. Okay. Hand. Okay. Okay. Left foot in that. Nope, that is not a crack. Get it in the crack. There you go. Okay. I think my right hand isn't doing anything right now, so let's fix that. Left hand, hold here for now. We need to get some leg up higher. Can I get this leg up there?
Great.
She agrees. Okay, cool. Let's say we're gonna reach higher with that hand, and then get this leg. Where? Where does this leg go? There? That's not good. Or is it? Is it good? Might be good, actually. Okay. Right hand. There. Left leg. Crack, I guess. Left hand. Needs to be higher than that. Okay, let's get a leg up underneath us. Now can I reach? Yes. Okay. Right leg. Right arm. Yes. Okay. This is working weirdly well now. I'm actually kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. Actually, drop sounds like a word I shouldn't use. Like, I feel like I should be drilling in a baton right now, but I'm actually feeling kind of weirdly, maybe inaccurately safe? Maybe it's inappropriate for me to feel as safe as I do in this spot, especially since it started to rain now. I'm kind of trying to imagine the terror that I would feel if I, as an untrained climber, found myself in this situation. Also, what are you doing with your right leg, young lady? Get that right there. Okay. This is a scary place, and I'm getting very thirsty. So we are putting in a baton. Because even though this feels relatively safe, you never know. Let's go off belay.
Perfect.
Oh, they cut me a little higher. Let's look in here. All right, we need to drink. Get some energy going. Eat some mushrooms. We are just going through our stuff, but it's fine. Because it's raining, we're going to use some chalk. And then, okay, so we got to climb up this seam here. We can probably do a little bit of bracing. Just against the slopey wall. Let's get our hand up a little higher here. So this is the hand we're going to hold on to something real with. And then we grab this foot and get it up underneath us. There we go. And we reach up there, and then this foot can get in that crack. Then we can reach up even further, or can we? Looks like the left hand is holding us back. Left hand. Put that up there. And then left foot can get up. That's not quite right. But, okay, I can hold that, and then, okay, I don't actually know what I can do here. Yeah, she seems kind of, miserable. Oh, wait, left hand can grab, that is not what I meant to do. I meant grab that. Okay, left foot needs to be doing something. Okay, and then, there, I can grab that. I can grab this, and then, oh wait, no, this foot can get on that handhold. Yes. Okay, I think the reason I survived that was because I had chalk on my hands. I've just run out of chalk. But, well, I guess that just means we use our resources cleverly. I don't need to feel bad about chalk saving my life. Can I get this foot under me? Yes. All right. How close am I? I'm pretty close to the top. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, I can't just rest anywhere. Like, I can't, like, bivouac wherever I want to. Because that would be nice. If I could be like, oh, good, I'm reaching a flat place. That means I can get a proper rest. I think there is a version of resting that I can do without bivouacking, but I'm not exactly sure what that looks like. Okay, so the thing that I'm missing is somewhere on this place. So I need to climb up a little bit higher, probably. I mean, unless it's right around here. I assume it's not in the place where I first arrived. I don't see anything. Wow, is it getting really, really wet. This will give me a burst of energy. I'm really hoping that there is something up here. Not this one. Let's try again. Oh, he got me a baton and some scraps. Alright, and then my right arm will reach much higher. There, grab that. And then this foot will get there. That foot will get a little higher. Okay, that's higher than I meant that foot to go. But whatever, it's fine. Up in... That's not quite in the crack I wanted to put it in. Maybe it's fine? As long as I get this foot onto something useful. That doesn't look very useful. Get higher. Foot. There you go. Okay, so now I'll reach up with this hand and she will stretch. Yes. It's fun when you start to really get to know how your character's body works in this game. What she'll stretch to do and what she won't. Actually, so I think I want that a little bit lower. And let's get this foot a little bit higher. That means that when I reach with this hand, yeah, I can stretch to that. And then okay, I think I can brace here. Okay, I'm getting cold. That seems like a problem. Let's hold on to this. Let's see if I can get that up there. Okay, and so now I can reach.
Almost there.
And left hand. No, I don't want that foot. I want that foot. And then... Okay. Okay, we're here. That little pink marker seems valuable. Just walking around up here to make sure I'm not missing anything. But I'm guessing that pink marker is something I want. Doll part 3. Okay, it said doll part 3. Does that mean I have doll part 3? I do. Okay, so I just automatically picked it up. I couldn't miss it. Okay, good. Now what? The other doll parts are like way the crap somewhere else. They're way over on the other side. So like I could rappel down from here, but I kind of want to get over a little further, don't I? Probably. Is there a good place to climb a little bit higher here? Let's see. At least, if there's somewhere to bivouac up there, that's what I really need. Okay. So let's see if we can get up there. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good. Left or right? Let's say left. Uh-oh, uh-oh. This seems bad. Okay, yeah. I went left because it looked like there were places to shimmy my legs up a little bit further. like here. And then get that there. And then do I want to try to go up more to the right? Let's see. How high can I get this leg? And then can I reach that? Nope. Not really. Okay, okay. Let's get a leg up higher. Get this leg in a good spot. Right leg, right arm, up, left arm, up. Okay, okay. And now... Okay, I'm about to die of cold. And we've just got so much further to go. Alright, is there anything that I can use in my pack? Will coffee help my cold? Not if it's not hot coffee. The problem is I can only make hot stuff back at my camp before hotness matters. Which is troublesome. I wish there was something that I could do to fix my temperature problem when I've actually been away from my bivouac for a long time. But if there is one, I haven't discovered it yet. Okay.
I need to warm up.
Yep, I'm glowing because things are bad. Let's get that hand into a crack. And then... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, hold on. What? I have to... What in the world? I had two? I had 2 points to hit? What was that about? Never seen that before. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pick a good healing thing to use. I guess maybe I'm fine without it. I was not expecting that. Okay. So this is kind of how things were getting when I decided to quit before. When I decided to, like, cancel my first attempt at a video and try again. It's because things got like this. Everything was just so awful. My character was screwed. And I couldn't... Okay, that seems like a bad place to stick a leg. Let's put that leg in a better place. Okay. So I don't actually know why she was losing it just there, because I felt like I had all my limbs on pretty decent ground. So let's get this over here, a hand up there, and I need to get a foot somewhere okay, like up there, and then can I reach with this hand? It looks like I can't. Okay, okay, okay. There. Okay, foot there. Other foot somewhere. Okay. Still no bivouac point. This is getting very upsetting. Okay, I see a little light over there. I don't know what that light is, but I'm really hoping I can make it. All right. I mean, luckily, this isn't the hardest part of the climb. It's just the part of the climb that I am most upsettingly unprepared for, because my character's in such awful shape.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, I know. You're doing
That's better.
awful. Wait, what was that? What just happened? What was the good thing that just happened that made her feel better? I don't even know.
I'm freezing up.
Okay.
Ah! This is driving me insane!
Me too! I'm right there with you. And of course it's raining. Okay. Let's try one more time. This time, let's not try to go up the right side. Let's go up this left side. And because I can get a foot up here. That seems a little healthier. We'll get that foot wedged in there. Get this hand to go higher. This hand to go a little higher. We lost this foot, but we put it in there. And then that lets us stretch a little further. Left hand, it's up there. And then we got to get a foot somewhere. Let's put that there. And then can we reach up here? Do we have the strength for that? Nope. Then let's... Okay, maybe we can get something temporary going here. And then hand up higher. Yes. And then this up onto that. And then reach with that hand. Yes. Okay, that foot is not going to stay there. Let's get it on the other foot. And then this foot up. All right. I wonder if the way I'm talking is what a climber's inner monologue ever sounds like. Like just talking through which foot goes in what place. Like trying to stay calm while feeling like you're about to die. Okay, there's some kind of light. I don't know what it is.
Hey, Dad. Today is the anniversary of your departure. I'm thinking of you. As long as your Climbot still gets my messages, I like to believe you get them too. There's just so much I wish I could have told you. Half of them I didn't even know then. Now I know. Lakota turned 1 yesterday. Even today, every time he calls me Dad, it breaks my heart. Your absence is as if the thread of life itself has been broken. I would have liked to tell you that I love you and to say thank you for everything. I miss you.
All the things left unsaid. If only we'd known.
Okay, well there's a bag. Some food, some medicine. But what we don't have yet is a place to bivouac. But we've got... Okay, I have given up on finding all the doll pieces. In fact, I'm not even sure... Oh, what the heck? There's a bivouac down there. I was about to say, I've given up on the doll pieces.
Oh, my scalp. It's too much.
Oh no! What? No! Come on! Don't die! I almost made it! If you're too hungry, too cold, or too thirsty after a bad fall, you could pass out. Do everything you can to improve your condition, lest you die from exposure. But I didn't... They didn't make me actually die. Okay, but... I think it's probably because the sun came up so quickly. But I think we need to bivouac now. I don't even know what's around here, and I don't care. we got to get in here and fix some stuff. So let's repair our pitons. No, wait. Oh, we only have one busted one, so we can't. Let's cook. Okay. Actually, wait. First, we should... This tea that we've got. We should cook with the tea. That's what we should do. So let's cook some veggies with our tea. And if we eat this, it should help with our temperature situation. Let's consume it immediately. Okay, we're doing much better now. I should probably get out and get some more water. Well, I can do that at the end. So let's just make all the rest of the food that we can make. And, okay, I think I need to consume this because of the temperature, even though I'm actually kind of wasting some food. But... okay, for when I get hungry later, we'll make the uncooked rice. We'll be carrying rice, cooked rice around in our pocket. And then we can turn this into some tea type stuff. I forgot what... okay, so yeah, it helps. So this helps with health as well as thirst. We'll store that. And... yeah, let's do it with the other one too. Why not? It'll all take up less space in my backpack. And then I need to go and fill my canteen. I'm going to go fill my canteen again with water. And, oh, I can turn off my light. What are these other things? Oh, this taping my fingers. Oh, that's the thing I can do. We'll do that in a second. Let's find out what this says. Register 598. By a vote of 7-2, it was decided today that our community would depart forever. Cami would now be orphaned from the Troglodyte Society, probably till the end of time. We shall leave the village at the next moon, and to give everyone time to prepare bags, ropes, and food. And so our village will fade away, not from climbing up in the heights, but by sinking down into the plains. May our horizontal life bring us as much happiness as our vertical life on the walls of Cami the Untamed.
Can you really put freedom up to a vote?
Okay. So I am now above all of the places that had doll bits. I got one doll bit, but there are others that I'm never going to get on this trip, because I don't think it makes any sense for me to try to go back down. I mean, if this game wasn't a survival game, and I wasn't worried about having enough food and energy, I would probably... ooh, maple syrup? I would probably just spend forever trying to get all of these different pieces. But I think it makes more sense for me to continue on and to leave those other doll parts as maybe something I can do on a future run. Let's bivouac again real quick. Because I want to check on my fingers. So this is something that I learned during the part of this session that I skipped. You have to actually, if you want to keep your hands in good condition, you actually manually bandage them with tape. And I think it serves to not only, I think, sort of address your wounds on your fingers, but I think it also improves the friction. And so I've got enough climber's tape that I can, cover my hands right now. But if I run out, I think my hands are going to start getting into worse and worse condition. But the fact they have you manually do it is just, I don't know, it strikes me as slightly insane. Yeah, okay, so I can put tea. Let's put tea into my canteen. Just make my canteen a little bit more useful. And for right now, that means my my canteen will warm me, but all this stuff is going to lose the ability to warm me very quickly. Can I make, like, sugar water? Let's see what sugar water does. Okay, it gives me a little sugar rush. That makes sense. Okay. I think that's about it. I'll leave that there. And now we're wasting daylight. So, we should get started on the next chapter. Now, it looks like I can climb the surface of this, but it also looks like there's a cave to explore. Both of those things are things we're going to need to address later. I have no idea how long this episode is right now because I killed half of it. So, like, and I've been filming it in segments now, so, like, the timer on OBS is not going to tell me anything useful. This might be a very, very long episode, and I appreciate you sticking with me this whole time. I still love this game. I am debating now, though, whether I'm going to just keep barreling forward and trying to record my whole journey up the mountain, or if maybe it makes sense for me to sort of, I don't know, jump around a little bit more. I'll have to think about it, because this episode was such a mess. But also, at the same time, I did learn a lot. And so maybe I'll get better at tackling each new challenge as it comes. We're going to have to see. But for right now, anyway, it's getting late. I got to get to other responsibilities. So there's my subscribe button. Here's the next video whenever it's ready, and I'll see you later.
They dreamed of the heights, but they all had to come back down.